So today we are going to discuss about the safety procedures to work in an electrified atmosphere, especially on OHE environment, high voltage OHE environment. So we'll just go through the discovery of electricity. It is not an invention, actually, it's a discovery. Electricity is defined as the flow of electrical power or charge. It is a basic part of nature and it is widely used. It's a widely used form of energy. அது மற்ற எந்த எனர்ஜியோட அதிகமாக நம்ம எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி டிபெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஆல்வேஸ் வி ஆர் டிபெண்டிங் ஆன் எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி as a good energy source. Then this discovery dates back to 6000 BC. Thales of Miletus discovered static electricity by rubbing amber with fur. Amber, it's a fossilized resin. Burna, just like spurry-like material. By rubbing, he has found that static electricity exists. Then the discovery continues through Benjamin Franklin. He found the electricity in lightning. Alessandro Volta, chemical effect and invention of battery. Michael Faraday, electromagnetic induction. Thomas Alva Edison, incandescent lamp. Nikola Tesla, alternating current. And it's gone like that. A lot of other forms, piezoelectric like that. Lot of electricity generation and forms of electricity is there, exist today. Then the major timeline is in 1600. The word electricity was coined by William Gilbert. And again in 1745, the Leyden jar was explained by von Kleist and van Mischer-Bronck. Then 1752, the lightning identified as electricity by Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin, those days, it is even now he is most famous for his experiments on electricity. And the first electric battery was invented by Alessandro Volta in 1800. Then the first electric motor comes 1821. It is Michael Faraday invented. And 1831, a generator or dynamo. It is designed by Michael Faraday. Then commercial incandescent lamp was invented by Thomas Alva Edison. When A is missing, it is Alva. In 1888, AC induction motor was invented by Nikola Tesla. Though electricity is, if it is used properly and safety norms are followed, it is a very good friend of human beings or living organisms. But the hazard is shock hazard. It is called whatever the electrocution is called. Simply, it is called shock, electric shock. Electric current can pass through the body, causing shock. This can range from painful to life-threatening, particularly if current is sufficient to disrupt the nervous system, leading to involuntary muscle contractions or heart fibrillation, which can be fatal. Although if electricity passes through our body, it will affect the nervous system very badly and the muscle contraction. Through that, our heart will be stopped. Then it will end in the death of a living thing. Understanding these hazards is crucial for ensuring safety in environments where electricity is present. So our point of discussion is we are working in a high voltage environment, especially the inspection pit and other pits, which is wired pits. The basic things we have to keep in mind while working in the environment where high voltage is present is the basic knowledge about the presence of electricity and voltage range. We are working in locos with different types and range of voltage. From 5 volt to 25,000 AC, DC, all the voltage we are handling it inside the locomotive. We should be at least have the minimum knowledge of the presence of electricity at different points in a locomotive. So I'm repeating now, working in the environment where high voltage is present. The essential things we have to adhere to. First thing is basic knowledge about the presence of electricity and voltage range. We are working with different voltages of electricity inside a locomotive or outside. It ranges from 5 volt to 25,000 volts. AC and DC inside. Even charged capacitors are high voltage capacitors are available in the locomotive. So first thing we should have knowledge about the availability of voltage and the points of voltage which is dangerous to us. Then avoid close proximity with high voltage. We have to strictly avoid the close proximity to high voltage areas. And another thing is use of personal protective equipment, just like gloves, shoes, like that things. And strict adherence with the laid down safety norms. We have got the safety norms, especially dealing with the OHE. First thing, the personal protective equipment, then the proper isolation of the high voltage. Then high voltage OHE safety. One thing is to work on the loco roof. I am concerned specifically. I am stating about working above the locomotive. We cannot just go up for a locomotive under wire. So we have to see that the isolator is opened and OHE is isolated. The procedure. The procedure of isolation. First thing, we have got a register, isolator register is there. We should raise a demand. Whomever working, we should raise a demand in the register in a written form. So the person who want to work the section name with his name, he has to raise a demand for the isolation and sign it. So demand for isolation with authorized signature in the register concerned. Then the demand will be approved by the shift engineer, whomever available, and a person will be allotted for isolation of the OHE. The next thing is the allotted person. He has to ensure the demand in the register properly if it is registered or not. Then see that the specified isolator, that means the demand is real. Sometimes the loco will be stable on line 1 and the isolation demand may be for line 2. So that he has to ensure the person who is going for isolation. The next thing is ensure no loco is energized under the same line. Otherwise, what will happen is while opening, arcing will occur. And next thing is wear safety shoes and protective gloves. Then get the isolator key from the in charge. Shift in charge, he has to get the isolator key. Then the person who is going to work, he has to make the mind free from all other thoughts and concentrate on the activity going to be done. Prakash, correct தானே? இல்லை நீங்க அங்கே இருந்தீங்க அதனால தான் கேட்குறேன். அது நம்ம மற்ற எல்லாம் யோசனை எல்லாம் விட்டுருங்க. Just we have to concentrate on the work and what we are going to do. அது கண்டிப்பா அது வேணும், especially while dealing with high voltage electricity. இல்லைன்னா என்னென்ன நடக்கும் நான் சொல்றேன். Then get the earth pole, inspect and ensure its healthiness. அதுக்கு அடுத்து we have to get the earth pole from the எங்க வச்சிருக்கோமோ அங்க இருந்து earth pole எடுத்துட்டு அதோட healthiness we have to ensure that clipboard properness, then connecting screw அதோட properness, then cable continuity, cable damage, everything we have to ensure, and if it is damaged we should not use it. Then go to the isolator, open the lock and open the lock and isolator and ensure physically the isolator is open. அது எதுக்குன்னா sometimes even after operating the rod, sometimes due to the disconnection over the top, it may not be isolated. For that we have to physically, it can be seen, that rod we can see the isolating point and we can ensure that the isolator is open. The next step is connect the earth point of the cable to the rail at the specified point. Specified point, now what I am telling is we have welded pieces for bolting. Metal pieces we have welded to the rail and the rail bond also. The cattle guard also we used to have, but it is not that much effective since paint is available on the cattle guard. So the recommended way is direct to rail. So first we have to connect the earth point of the cable to the rail. Then only we have to lift the pole and connect the clip on the OHE conductor and ensure physically the pole is connected. Then lock the isolator, hand over the key back, and make entry in the isolator register. This is the procedure. This is the step to be followed strictly. Prakash வேணா சொல்லலாம், you can explain. ஒன்றும் இல்லை, நீங்க ரொம்ப நாள் ஓப்பன் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்க, க்ளோஸ் பண்ண, அதனால தான் சொல்றேன். சரி. So இது step by step செய்யணும். First thing, we should be free of all the thoughts. Otherwise what will happen is, sometimes நம்ம ஆளுங்க வேணும்னு யாரும் செய்யறது கிடையாது, நேராக கொண்டு போய் எர்த்பால் போட்டுருவாங்க. எர்த்பால் போட்டால் என்ன நடக்கும்னா, சிம்பிளா we will think that it is so simple. It is not at all simple. We may have an electric shock and die on the spot. ஆனால் அதை யாரும் அதை பற்றி யோசிக்கிறது இல்லை. It will happen. Definitely it will happen. And first thing, we have to connect the earth point to the rail first. Then only we have to attempt to clamp on the OHE. That is the main thing we have to observe. Then again the closing procedure comes. Closing of isolator after completion of work. The same procedure, reverse of the procedure, and some points are similar. Then get a demand for closing after completion of work. Who demanded for isolation with authorized signature in the register. இதே மாதிரி யார் who demanded for isolation after completion of work, they have to raise a proper demand in the register for closing. After that, the demand should be approved by the shift in charge and a staff to be allotted for that. Then again, allotted staff to ensure the demand in the register. அதாவது அவங்க வேலையை முடிச்சு ரெஜிஸ்டர்ல சைன் பண்ணியிருக்காங்களா இல்லையாங்கிறது நம்ம போறவர் ரெஜிஸ்டர் பார்த்து என்ஷூர் பண்ண, சும்மா போய் கண்ணை மூடி க்ளோஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. Then again the same procedure, ensure the isolator specified. ஒரு ஐசோலேட்டரை க்ளோஸ் பண்ண சொன்னா அடுத்தது போய் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. அதெல்லாம் நடந்திருக்கு, அதனால தான் சொல்றேன். ப்ராக்டிகலி இட் ஹேப்பன்ஸ். The next thing, we have to ensure no one is working on the loco and the roof is clear from foreign material. இது நிறைய தடவை நடந்திருக்கு. ஒருத்தர் க்ளோஸ் பண்ண சொல்லி சைன் பண்ணா கூட மேலே ஆளுங்க ஒர்க் பண்ணி, ஈவன் ரீசெண்டாக கூட பல தடவை நடந்திருக்கு. சேம் திங். தட் மிஸ்டேக் யாரோட மிஸ்டேக்காக இருந்தாலும், ஆனால் we should not lose one life. அதுக்கு the person who is going to close, he has to ensure no one is working on the loco and wear safety shoes and protective gloves. Get the isolator key from the in charge. இருந்து isolator key நம்ம வாங்கணும். Again, make the mind free from all other thoughts and concentrate on the activity going to be done. This is most important. Then first remove the pole from the conductor, keep it down. அதாவது முதல்ல ஓப்பன் பண்ணுறதோட ஜஸ்ட் ரிவர்ஸ் த ப்ரொசீஜர். அது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மேலே இருந்து டிஸ்கனெக்ட் பண்ணோம். Then we have to keep it down. Then remove the earth connection from the rail. So it is free from earth pole. Open the lock of the isolator and close it in a single stretch. Single stretch சொல்றது sometimes it may have loose contact and பாதி க்ளோஸ் ஆகும் பாதி க்ளோஸ் ஆகாமல் இருக்கும். அதுக்காக சிங்கிள் ஸ்ட்ரெச் நம்ம க்ளோஸ் பண்ணோம். Then physically ensure the isolator is closed. Lock the isolator, hand over key back and make entry in the register. This is the procedure. இதில் இந்த ப்ரொசீஜர் ஏதாவது டவுட் இருந்தால் கேட்கலாம். இல்லை ஏதாவது ஆட் பண்ணுறதா இருந்தால் எனிபடி எனி சஜஷன் யூ கேன். பிரகாஷ் ஏதாவது சஜஷன் இருக்கா? ஏதாவது எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ், அவுட் ஆஃப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ஐ எம் ஆஸ்கிங். இல்லை இருந்தால் சொல்ல, நம்ம வி கேன் இம்ப்ரூவ் த ப்ரொசீஜர். Then one additional feature, we have individual locks and keys section wise we are given. Not we are given, it is ensured. And another lotto system will be introduced. And in addition to that, one single that lotto system for the ladder also, that is in the procurement stage now. After it comes, the isolator opened one, after opening isolator only we will be able to open the gate for the roof. That system will be introduced, that will be introduced shortly. So that also will be an additional safety feature for this.